Hey everybody, I'm Clifford Stummy, the pop song professor. Katy Perry just released Witness last night. It's her brand new album. By the way, lots of shade thrown. You know, there's like a feud between Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. Well, Taylor Swift actually re-released all of her music to be back on streaming services like Spotify and Tidal at the same night that Katy Perry dropped her album. Is this like an attack? Is this trying to distract from the grandness of Katy Perry's new album? I don't know, and honestly, I don't really care that much. But I just thought I'd mention it. I thought it was interesting, and if it were some shade, like, that'd be cool, but it'd also be kind of sad, because they both write interesting music, and it'd be cool if they were, like, friends, whatever. But let's get back to Witness, the actual important stuff, and let's talk about these lyrics here. I want to highlight several lyrics from the song, but I want to preface it by saying that I think there's a lot of, or at least there's one very important non sequitur in here. And I also think it's interesting that she has a lot of cliches in this song. Just as an example, she says, if shit hit the fan, grenades got thrown, down with me to the mat, looking for connections, someone who speaks my language, ride this ride, can I get a witness? In a couple, I think that's basically it, but there's a lot of cliches here, and it's almost as if though these cliches are very purposeful because the huge meaning and idea of the song revolves around these cliches, particularly in the verse. Remember that in verses, it's usually where the artist will tell the story. The choruses are where we get the main theme or idea, and the pre-chorus is usually a transition from the concrete verse to the abstract chorus. But in the verse, we have these cliches, and I would think that cliches would be more common in the choruses where we're being more abstract. As pop artists, I think that they, sometimes struggle with making music that's applicable to everybody, and so they'll use cliches as kind of an easy way out. But Katy Perry uses so many of them here, and like I said, in the verses, or in the verse where she says, if shit hit the fan, grenades got thrown, would you still show? Would you go down with me to the mat, roll eyes at highs, and stay in the flow? I mean, these are all like rapid fire cliches. I think there's something here. I wonder if she is making some sort of commentary about how pop music is too cliched and there's too many cliches in the music. And it's especially interesting because in the next track on the album, Hey Hey Hey, she threatens to karate chop cliches, which there's two ways to look at this. One, we say, hey Katy Perry, wake up, you just threw out like some of the most cliche dense lyrics in the world on the track right before. Or is she making a commentary? Is this song something that Witness, is it something that she's setting up, that she kind of has this love-hate relationship with, and now she's going to move forward into something else? She said that this album was supposed to be one of her most politically and socially active or aware albums. She was going to be, making some commentary here, and we saw that in Chained to the Rhythm, but we didn't see that so much in Bon Appetit or Swish Swish, one being basically a sex track and the other being a swagger track. And Witness here is just cliches, and it's just sort of it sounds like a romantic song. If there is a deeper meaning, if there's a political meaning, nobody's going to figure it out unless she explains it, because it's just so vague and has so many cliches. There's not enough specific information in here. So the question is then, is she really transitioning into a new period of songwriting, or is this song like some sort of purposeful regression into a pure pop outlook on writing lyrics, and then is she commenting on that fact and being self-aware in the next song? That's my current question. I wouldn't quite say it's a theory because I don't know if I believe it. I need to see some more proof or evidence, but I'd love to hear what you guys think. What do you think about Katy Perry's songwriting? Do you think that she is self-aware enough to know that like she's got a ton of cliches in here and thus there must be some purpose to them all being so rapid fire and so dense? Or is she just another pop artist writing shallow pop lyrics 80% of the time, while maybe 20% of her songs have something to say? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. Please comment that below. But let's go ahead and look at some more of these lyrics specifically. If I lost it all today, would you stay? She's looking for some, romantic interest who's going to be true to her. Could my love be enough to stimulate? So am I enough for you? And then if shit hit the fan, grenades got thrown, could you go down with me to the mat? And so she wants to know if this person will go and figure things out with her when life gets hard. The pre-chorus I thought was interesting. She says, because I only got this life and I ain't got the time not to get it right. And so she's basically saying, look, I've got a finite amount of time and I don't want to waste it on somebody who's not going to be true and sincere. So please be true and sincere so that I don't have to waste time figuring out that you're not who I want to be with. Then in the chorus, she says that as humans, we're all just looking for connection. She says she's looking for someone who speaks her language, someone to ride this ride with her. Again, those cliches that we mentioned earlier, but it is the universal human experience, which goes back into the cliched aspect of pop songwriting, where they want to tap into, universal, shallow aspects of the human experience, or common aspects of the human experience. That's why pop music is so rife with romantic and sexual songs. Like, those are just easy things for people to connect with, and I suppose to want to be a part of in their own lives. And so they'll sing about those topics as a way to get people interested. And it's just what they're dealing with too. So it's not all just like some boardroom crafting a song, though you would be surprised how much pop music is like that. But she then asks, can I get a witness? Will you be my witness? And this cliche is interesting because it seems to be misused. Usually when I say, can I get a witness? It's like a group of people, I've said something I think is true, and I want somebody to say, amen, or something like that. It reminds me of church, actually. But she says, can I get a witness? Will you be my witness? Then interestingly, later in the bridge, she says, could you be the one that speaks for me? And so it's like she's using the word witness in the way that you would say, can I get a witness? But she's also using it to mean something slightly different, like someone who speaks for her, somebody who maybe goes forth and tells other people about her, or maybe somebody who goes up onto the stand at a trial. I don't know what this trial is or what she could possibly be guilty of, but it could be that this person, maybe they're using the trial not to talk about her guilt, but to talk about unpleasant things in life, and so he's going to head some of those off and try to make her life better. So it's interesting because out of all of the cliches, they all work fine, except this one just feels a little bit off, like it doesn't quite fit. And again, is this some sort of commentary? Is this some sort of interesting discussion prompt for pop music and it's just rife use of cliches, but sometimes misuse of cliches? I don't know. And I think that might be going a little bit deep. I think she might have just misused this one, or it might have meant something to her that it's just not going to connect with a larger audience. I mean, at least it doesn't necessarily connect with me. If you guys understand what she means by this misuse of a common cliche, please tell me. We'll figure it out together. Yeah. So I think that's basically all of the lyrics I wanted to bring to your attention in this song. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this song. And don't forget to go and check out this song, listen to it on Spotify. You probably find it on YouTube somewhere by now. And think about it for yourself. What does it make you feel? What does it make you think? I'd love to hear about that. Comment is always down below. And guys, don't forget that if you like what I'm doing here, if you like joining this conversation, subscribe. It's a great place to be. The Pop Song Professor channel is. And yeah, we'll see if maybe some more Katy Perry songs come out. If you do like Katy Perry, comment your favorite Katy Perry song and upvote others that you like. And if we get a lot of, comments and likes on some of those comments, we might explain another Katy Perry song. Talk to you later, guys.